Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over the YouTube account. Want to make a little bit more progression into chapter 45. We're going to pop open the chests that we have been getting out of a lot of events. Monthly card, deluxe monthly card. We have been getting a lot of chests out of here, which is very, very cool to see. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to open up these guys. As you can see, we've been farming a lot of essence. We want to continue to go ahead and get more levels. Levels is really the big driving factor in here. Now, reward choice chests, I usually go for the essence, but I've actually been choosing the red chests out of here for the simple fact that I still do have a couple heroes that I do not have at the plus 30 signature items that I'm looking to. And we're also building the awakened version of Taylene. So I'm hoping pretty soon we can actually get her built up to where we want to. Also, we have been looking at the elemental cores. I've been building up a lot of those. Out of expert choice chests, I'm going to go ahead and get the Poe coins. Again, I still have quite a few heroes that I do need some furniture on. I know we can buy them. I really don't recommend it. Now, the Temple Rift, we've made a lot of progression in the Rift, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get the tree juice in here. Boom, a couple more reward chests out of there. And then, of course, reward chests. We're going to go again with the essence. I've been sticking with the essence and really pushing the essence. Now, I did buy, this is the $1 pack. I think this is the $1 pack that we purchased out of there. Now, I've been doing a mix. So what do we have? 9 chests here, I think it says. I've been doing the mix between Graveborn and between the Maulers. That's really been my choice. I've been redeeming it for elemental cores so we can continue building out a couple different heroes. But it looks like that is going to give us 2 more levels on the Elder Tree. It is also going to give us 1 more actual level within the mode itself. I've been saving again the rest of the resources. When we do our next live stream, I'm going to go ahead and use all of those. I've been building up. You can see Taylene was actually right here, guys. Builds her up a little bit more. She moved and bumped down. Built her up a little bit more. We continue to build her up with the engraving. Very close to having her at that plus 60 engraving, guys. Looks like we have, what, 1 more spot? I think there's 1 more spot. So about another 100 in here, and then she will actually be up to the 60 engraving, and that's where we're going to keep her. You can see 586. That is because of having the 5 copies, so we know that she is going to be a little bit stronger. You can also see the signature item. I built it up a lot more than I normally do, guys. Again, with the Orthos combination, we want her to be the strongest combat rating in there, and we really did make that happen. Also with the red chest, this is what I've been kind of saving them for. We're right there almost at that plus 30 signature item as we continue building the awakened version of Taylene. Now, in addition, guys, we do know that the awakened heroes are going to continue. Lilith did confirm that, so we know that there are going to be more awakened heroes. With that being said, guys, I'm going to build up Taylene. Then I'm going to save and wait to see if we're going to build out this awakened version of Baden. I'm literally just going to sit on the cards until we get the next one. Baden might be one that we don't build, even though we built the awakened version of Aziz, which was really 0 benefit, guys. If I could go back and do this over, I would have had Taylene this whole time. Aziz, I would not have even touched within there, within the summons and really building them out. Now, again, we're continuing through here, guys. Resonating Crystal, 673. So again, making a lot of progression in here level-wise. We have been pushing this for an absorbent amount of time. And even when it comes to the Elder Tree, guys, you can see we're well above 100 right now, 104. And those 2 particular trees, 105. Now we're building this out as fast as we've been recycling our heroes. The Elder Tree has been catching up significantly, trying to get to that 156 mark, and you can see 117 already right there within the Might Tree, making again some really, really solid progression in both levels and within the tree itself. Now the Oaken, I have 26,000. I am just saving these guys. One thing I did want to do as well is the Twisted Realm boss currently is the Grotesque Mage. Now this is probably the most pain in the butt fight that you have. So looking at our current lineup, guys, they went back to the meta, so I went through a lot of different formations. The meta went back to Warwick, which is interesting. We've seen Palmer in here. We've seen a couple different formations, so it did go back to Warwick for the best in slot. You can even see Riser using Warwick. Now, the thing with this, guys, is timing. So you actually have to turn off 4 times, have to turn off auto. So at 110, we want to alt Scarlet, which again, just really going through slowly, but 110 is kind of the key of where we do want to ult the hero for the very first time. And the timing will adjust depending on where you have the heroes built. There we go, guys. So the first one goes down pretty good. But see, there is the RNG factor that we find, guys. And then the second ult would be 59, which would be, again, this is the RNG factor that I hate with this battle. I usually run this about 15 or 20 times within here. Again, it's kind of a timing issue. It's kind of a RNG factor that you can actually get this to work incredibly well. I know Warwick I don't have built up probably anywhere near that I need him to be. But again, this RNG factor when it comes to Scarlet with her bolts in here, it is again a pretty big RNG factor because you want the boss to pop up like what happened right there. And then the second he pops up, he goes down. Now 59 seconds. We're going to ult. Right here, Scarlet, boom, twins. We got Grez. So 4 ults on that one, guys, to burn down the battle as soon as it comes up. Now we wait for 52 seconds if we can live. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I'm going to have to try this a lot more again. I know the timing can be kind of off. We're at 16:16 right now with 20 hours left. We can definitely do better than that, guys. Usually this one I score pretty well on. Guild Hunt, I just went ahead and just, there's our 1 billion damage. And then, of course, Soren not up. All right. So in the campaign itself, guys, I'm going to try to push through 1 boss stage. And again, my goal, even looking back a little while, is kind of 1 boss stage every day. If I could get through 1 boss stage every day. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to copy Sono Rez's formations in here. And I believe I have everyone pretty much built out. We got the Lucretia. We got the Grez. Now, one of the interesting things with these formations, guys, is even with the sheer amount of heroes that we have had released within AFK Arena, it still seems Pet's making a big difference, and we got to turn this on 4 times speed. Pet's making a really big difference when it comes to campaign. Overall, the other thing with campaign that a lot of people don't realize is, as much as the pets do make a difference when it comes to the formations, with the ability to actually just auto battle this and farm it over and over and over and over again, it does make it a lot more or a lot less kind of an RNG factor. I don't think Rosline is following Mahira in this one. She is following Mahira. Guys, Mahira literally died in like 2 seconds in here. And again, the RNG factor. We see a big RNG factor. Even right there, guys, there's the ultimate ability. Some crowd control out from Khazard, some crowd control out from Rowan. We also do have the time delay from Zolrath. Zolrath, of course, being built, does an incredible amount of damage, guys. If you really want to see what Zolrath can do, it is just the damage factor that he does in here, guys. It is very high. The higher you build him out, the stronger you build him out, the better he's going to be. Now, this formation, Lucretia gets instant buffs right off the bat from Halos. We also do have the crowd control with Granite being killed, making it super easy, as you've seen right there, getting through this boss stage. Looking at the level we're at right now, guys, roughly about a 180 level deficiency. We should have no problem getting through here. Probably getting halfway through this chapter, I'm thinking, because the issue lies when you start getting into high level deficiencies. It's really going to be a factor of time and the grind that you're going to spend in here. The RNG that you're going to have also within these formations. Essentially, if you're over leveling, so if you do level up, kind of the over level factor, you're actually going to see a point where you can overpower the stages even if you do not have the heroes built. It will work well. Now, this one actually relies on Pippa with the portal party. So Pippa actually teleports Thorin, which is what we're looking for in here. We want the teleport to actually happen within this formation. And of course, guys, with Thorin, it is a super high level of RNG with this. You literally have to have almost a half dozen things come together in the timing factor of when it's going to work to get the first ult to work, to get the second ult to work. But we can do it, guys. We can do it in this formation. And there's the teleport, puts him right in the middle. The more damage he takes, remember, the better he is going to do, guys. Second ult. Oh, almost took him out. We took out Alna in the first one. We got this, though. Again, 54 or 45-8. Want to try to push through a campaign chapter a day. That is going to be my goal going forward. I feel like we could definitely do it with all of the heroes that we have. But also, again, like we were saying earlier, most of the meta teams, campaign-wise meta teams, haven't changed. They haven't changed in a long, long time, guys, that we haven't seen these meta teams actually change in here. Even if you look at, 46, 47, 48, even 50 plus, AFK helper, a lot of different avenues. It is literally still running a majority of the same identical meta teams that we have. Now, one kind of change up that we've seen, which is pretty interesting, is our new Celestial hero has actually made an appearance in some of the camping formations. But the big factor with him, guys, is he is expensive to build. Now, he does require, of course, a 30960. So being completely maxed out in there. He's been doing incredibly well in the Celestial Tower. Has also made a presence somewhat in the Cursed Realm, Twisted Realm, things of that nature. We've seen a little bit of gameplay. And I'm hoping we can get this down with Thorin. Remember, guys, Thorin works kind of, see there, he didn't even get teleported, which means this is a complete wash in this one, because the teleport didn't happen. So we're not even going to be close enough, which maybe we have. Look, Thorin is just literally fighting off totems, and Nemitsu's sitting in the back all by himself. But like I was saying, we've seen the Chad in a bunch of different formations that he seems to be, with the buffs that he's bringing, seems to work pretty well. Boom. Just had us drill to the left in that one. And of course, with this one, guys, Kelthar makes a big difference in here. That's actually the reason why we built him out a little bit more, is when he goes into that spectral form, the spectral form does a lot of damage. If he's on targets, if he's not on totems, a lot of times you'll actually notice him killing out totems in here. Again, it is a pretty high RNG factor. Now, one thing that I did make an error on is engraving Thorin, guys. You can see Thorin is at a plus 30 engraving. If you're utilizing Thorin, do not engrave him, guys. Do not build him up in any avenue. There is no reason to have the engraving in Thorin. I actually did that when engraving was introduced, thinking it would be helpful. For him specifically, it is counterintuitive to actually have the engraving built because he takes less damage. Yes, he gives out a little bit more damage, but you could probably put just a couple engraving points on there to allow him to do a little bit more damage, maybe even getting some more attack, more crit, to make, again, a little bit less of the RNG factor. But overall, Thorin does not need engraving, guys. There's no reason to engrave Thorin. Hoping this one's going to work. I think we might have to just let this one run a little bit. Usually when I stop recording, it happens in just a minute. So let's go ahead. We're going to pause this. Let's see if we can get this Thorin down. All right, guys, so we finally made it through 45-8. We actually pushed all the way to 45 through 10. Unfortunately, I didn't get the sneak of Thorin getting it done, or the replay, because unfortunately can't click back with other players on here, so it's a little bit more difficult to see the replay. But guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.